gonna get you.
What's up, guys? Sorry it is dark. Sorry for the noise. Let me shift into 6th gear. Get those valves closed. It's time for an update on the Cobra Chronicles. So in this video, I'm going to give you an update on what's going on with the GT350. We're going to talk about changes that were made to the 2019 model year Voodoo engine. And then we're going to dig in and see if I have that engine or not. We're going to take off the coil covers and we're going to check out the engine codes, and that will determine what engine I have. If it was just a refurbished engine, or if I got the new Gen 2 engine. Let's discuss. Sorry about the darkness. I'm driving home from work. I usually work until 6 p.m. Okay, so firstly, what's going on with the Cobra Chronicles? So far, I have heard zero from Ford's Northeast Customer Service Manager. And the reason I'm contacting those guys is because regardless of what engine is in this car, I mean, obviously I want to have the Gen 2 engine, but regardless of what engine is in my car, I've taken a hit on my Carfax. So when it comes to resale value, I got dinged. So I want something to make up for that. And I heard that some guys got extended warranties, and I at least think if I get an extended warranty, that helps offset that hit when I'm trying to sell the car. And again, I want to make a differentiation for you guys. I'm not throwing Ford themselves under the bus here. I want to be thankful to Ford for getting me back into my GT350. It was actually 16 days to the T, start to finish, from when the engine, was brought in with the engine block leak until now when it has a replaced engine. I'm excited to see what engine I have under the hood, and I'm going to be unveiling that with you guys, the Rated R Cars family. I also want to say that I am happy with my service at Norwalk Ford, which is McMahon Ford. All right, let's talk about the Gen 2 Voodoo engine, which is new on the 2019 model year GT350s. So basically they sourced some technology and some components from the Predator engine, and they put them in the GT350 and GT350R engine to make it stronger. The most substantial change that I can mention is that the engine can now withstand a sustained 12 PSI of boost, which makes me very happy. That makes me feel that I can drive this car on the track at sustained high RPMs like you do on a racetrack, and I don't have to worry about it. By the way, I also heard that the GT350 and the GT350R engines used to be different, but that's no longer the case. Now the engines are exactly the same. So we're going to go over what the changes are, and then I'm going to tell you how to check your engine to see if you have that updated engine, and then we're going to check my car. And when I talk to you again, hopefully it's going to be in daylight. Apologies for this darkness. So here are the changes. Okay, so most of this information came from MustangandFords.com. It's an article that they had with Ford's powertrain manager, Patrick Morgan. I also got a compiled list of all the changes on the Mustang 6G website. So I'm going to go ahead and read you all these changes to the Gen 2 Voodoo engine. All right, so here we are on the Mustang6G.com forums. So definitely go check those guys out if you haven't already. So here's the compilation of all the information on the Gen 2. Overall, the Gen 2 5.2 can withstand 12 PSI of sustained boost. They have recast the blocks, so they use longer Gen 1 Coyote spec head bolts. And I read this one myself too. They had additional cylinder bore material surrounding the water jackets, added cast-in brace on intake side of cylinder bore, bay-to-bay breathing points reoriented to better equalize block gases and minimize windage. They recast the cylinder head, additional material around water jackets for better sealing, stronger valve seat material to handle increased heat, 4-layer MLS head gasket. In terms of valve train, GT350R timing chains were used in the GT350. They also used GT350R lash adjusters, cam covers, and VCT mechanisms. In terms of the rotating assembly, they have improved I-beam connecting rods and a forged crank sprocket. They also have a list of unconfirmed changes here. I'm not going to talk about those because they're unconfirmed. So go ahead, check this article out if you want. Let's take a look at my engine to see what engine we have. All right, let's see if we can find that production number. I believe that it is under the driver's side coil covers. See, I'm trying to reach that little switch in there. And normally, if you don't have the strut tower brace, you could just take this line and put it all the way over there to expose it, but I don't want to bend it too much. Let me just get a pair of needle nose pliers. There we go. Oh yeah, baby. We do have the new engine. So, let me get the camera. I'm so relieved. So this is a brand new engine, and it is the new upgraded engine. Let me give you guys a look. All right, of course it's gonna be really hard to see, but there's the KA. All right, so another quick shout out to Mustang6G.com, who compiled all of this information for us. Bless you guys. All right, so here's how we read this thing. Black block, white space, double black block, squiggly line. All right, here we go. Okay, REP equals Romeo Engine Plant. That's where it was built, 5.2 liter displacement in the GT350R engine group. The KA is the model year, K being 19, which is the Gen 2. So that's the kicker right there. That's what tells us we have the new engine. Now, before the K was H, and that was the 17 model year. They skip I, so the next one was J, which was the 18 model year, and then K is the 19 model year. And so we can identify this as the same engine as the GT350R because of two things. The GT350R, which is written there as the engine group, and also the 555 that follows the KA. The older non-R engines used to have the code of 557, and the R's have the 555. And the AA is the revision. So it's KA 555 AA GT350R. Sweet. Okay, so basically this engine can handle 15 pounds of boost, which makes me very happy because, as you guys know, I love this car. I especially love the trackability of the car, the fact that it can go around corners on Velcro, but I don't like the power in a straight line. So I am interested in putting some sort of a low power adder on this, so that this is actually taking technology from the GT500, which of course is supercharged. That gives me a little bit more hope for this platform. So happy with this. So at the very least, if I don't go that route, because I am still a little bit leery of doing something like that to the car. I know some guys have turbos and superchargers on their GT350s. I'm not sure after what I've been through if I'm gonna go that route. So at the very least, I'm very happy that this is a GT350R, the new technology, the KA engine. Means that I can have more confidence in the car if I'm pushing it, if I'm taking it to the track, what have you. And even if I do keep it and I end up putting some sort of a power adder on it, I'm hopeful about the engine. So there it is, guys. We now know what engine we have. It was easy enough to check out. I am appreciative to Ford for giving me this engine. It was actually from start to finish 16 days. So that's pretty much record time for something like this to happen, I think, so I'm appreciative of that. I still do have a very big beef with Ford's RAV, their customer, their regional service manager, Susan M., who after 1 week has still not gotten back to me. So I'm still gonna, hash it out with those guys and we'll see what happens. So once again, psyched that we have that new engine build. Good job, Ford. But Ford, you need to slap around your customer service managers, specifically your RAV managers, because they suck. All right, guys, always remember the motto, always be kinder than necessary, especially if you work for Ford RAV.
I'm gonna get you. Come and find me.